Hold your devil!
Run silent, run deep. An everyday story of sailor folk.
I'll have you on toast tomorrow. Golden toast. All right, you're next. Try this one for size. I'll bet that gave you a headache. Come on, Buster. You need to be a woodpecker to get out of that.
Eric! Don't tease it, poor little Peter.
Honestly, it's only a piece of wood. It's like a menagerie, this place. And I'm like a zookeeper. I get the feeling there's got to be more to life than just feeding goldfish. Nothing ever happens around this place.
Oh, well, that's where you're wrong. You heard the news?
Yes. Mr. Brown has bought a boat.
Oh, who told you?
Everybody. The paperman, the milk boy, Madge. I bought the Times. I thought there might be an announcement in that. And I've had the radio on all day in case it was in the news.
You're jealous.
Of course I'm jealous. What does a landlubber like that know about running a cape in a force 9, a jibsail awash, all hands to the pumps?
Where'd you read that?
I don't have to read it, I know.
Just because you went to the boat show?
Went to the boat show. I was a commissionaire at the boat show. I was there all week, so don't tell me about boats.
You got sick on the Isle of Wight ferry before it had even started.
That was food poisoning. And what about Cardigan Bay?
Or the boating pool?
In charge of the boating pool.
The only naval command you ever gave was come in number 23.
He did, though, didn't he? Oh! And what about that night of the big storm? Now, we lost a boat.
Oh, yes, I remember. Those two little boys carried it over their heads to shelter them from the rain.
Nevertheless, in Lloyd's that night, the lutein bell rang, and that went down as a boat lost. The Cardigan Bay disaster.
Oh.
That's more than Mr. Brown's done. He hasn't lost a boat.
No, I don't suppose he has.
He'll be in a minute. You see, he'll be in. Be saying, I've bought a boat.
Oh, no, I couldn't bear it.
Well, he won't come out with it right away, of course.
Oh, no.
No, he'll try to work the conversation round to it.
Oh, well, perhaps... Oh, no, Eric.
2 bells. He's here, right? I'll tell you what, don't let on.
No, all right.
No, don't let on. Cock a deafening.
Don't look at me, because I'm bound to laugh.
Well, don't laugh. No, go on.
Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Brown.
Mind if I come aboard?
Wouldn't you like to come in, Mr. Brown?
Well, I was coming alongside and the wind sort of veered, so I sort of tacked in.
He just had a good nosh up.
Very droll, Sykes. Now, let me explain to you. You see, when you tack...
Oh, Mr. Brown, Eric knows all about tacking. He put the lino down in the kitchen.
Yes, I got a big thumb to prove it. Hey.
Mind if I drop my anchor?
I don't mind if you drop your...
Eric! Would you like to sit down, Mr. Brown?
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, you notice my new blazer? Made to measure, of course. It's been treated to withstand all weathers. Well, you need it, you know, in this game.
I nearly became a bus driver.
Bus drivers do not have naval motifs on their buttons.
Quite right. What route are you on?
I bought a boat.
What was the name of that couple? You remember? Husband and wife. He was the driver, she was the clippy, and they carried it on when they went home.
Oh, yes,
She wouldn't let him smoke downstairs.
Oh, yes.
I bought a boat.
What was the name of their house?
The Terminus.
Terminus!
I bought a boat!
Hello. I'm sorry.
Oh, Eric, I think Mr. Brown wants to say something.
I'm sorry, I thought you'd gone.
I merely wanted to say that I bought a boat.
Ah, well, that's nice. It'll keep you company in the bath.
Oh, a real boat. On the river. She's called Saucy Girl.
Don't talk to me about boats. I've sailed them all.
Eric, would you like a cup of tea, Mr. Brown?
With a drop of rum in it.
Did you notice how she flinched when I mentioned my seafaring days?
Did she flinch?
All over her face. The hours that little lass has spent on Beachy Head with the other women, shawl flapping in the wind, waiting for us to come back.
Oh, come off it, Sykes.
Boy bosun, young first mate, and it would have been a natural to go on from a skipper, and I had to give it all up.
Why?
War broke out.
Well, that should have helped.
I joined the army, didn't I?
I don't believe you, Sykes. I mean, with your so-called experience, they wouldn't have allowed you to leave the sea.
Well, to be quite honest, I didn't want to go back. Not after the Cardigan Bay disaster.
What Cardigan Bay disaster?
I've sailed more oceans than you've had hot dinners.
What Cardigan Bay disaster?
Ha! I'd rather not talk about it.
All right, I'm going to ask your sister.
No, because she'll have nightmares again.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
All right, if I tell you, will you promise not to breathe a word to Hat?
Oh, all right.
Promise.
All right.
Well, it was the night of the big storm. It was the biggest storm since records were kept. We were standing off the Ashent Light, the Saucy Sue. And there we were. A big sea came over, the mainmast went and smashed all the boats. Well, luckily I was lashed to the wheel with the captain. He liked me. And every wave that came over, a bit of the boat went, till eventually all that was left was the wheel, me and the captain. And that captain was such a fine seaman, he steered that wheel through the rocks, up on the shingle, and we were saved.
Just the wheel?
Well, Dad, he had a peg leg, and he was sort of using that as a rudder, you know?
Oh, but that's incredible, Sykes.
Oh, yes. The spume in his hair, spendthrift. But don't tell Hat, don't mention a word, because she's never forgiven the sea.
Tea's up.
Your brother's just been telling me about the Cardigan Bay disaster.
When the boat was lost.
Oh, he did actually lose the boat, didn't he?
Thank you. Thank you. Bam, bam, woo. Hat, would you like to go and make some tea?
What's the matter with this lot?
You see, she can't remember she just made some. In the kitchen, Hat. Man's talk. In the kitchen. You set her back 20 years. I'm coming, first mate.
What are you talking about?
Boats.
You won't get within a mile of Mr. Brown's boat.
By the time I finish with him, he'll be begging me to go aboard.
The nearest you'll get to seeing that boat is a photograph.
I thought she took it quite calmly.
Luckily for you, time has numbed her mind.
That seems to run in the family.
Let's change the subject. Tell me about your boat.
Well, it cost $2,500.
Yeah, I'm not concerned with the cost. Have you got Pratt & Whitney's?
Well, actually, I've been very busy since I bought it. I got what?
Pratt & Whitney's, port and starboard engines. What does she draw?
Draw?
What's her displacement?
Oh, she's got a very big displacement. Well, I mean, you expect a big displacement for that sort of money.
Broad beam?
Yes. The man who sold her to me said that she got the broadest beam in her class.
That's bad.
Why?
I'll tell you what, as a friend and a neighbour, I'll go and give your boat the once-over.
You're not sailing in my boat.
You're right about that. After what you told me, I wouldn't set foot in it. Honestly, you L sailors. You go and buy a boat, immediately you get a ring through your ear and a top hamper full of fruit. Honestly, there's a fella just like you. He bought a boat, owner, he's going down the river. He's only got his binnacle lashed to the starboard cleat. To the starboard cleat. Of course, the forecastle light went out.
Yeah, it's prone to do that sort of thing.
On a Mark IV.
Quite.
He had no sea room.
Even so, you know, Sykes, I really have to be honest and admit that there are certain nautical terms that I'm not completely familiar with.
Ah, it takes a lifetime. I could tell you weren't a naval man just by seeing you walk. You see, forgive me, but you get about like a 9-to-5 man in tight trousers.
Does it show?
Not from the back. See, have you noticed how I walk? I sort of get around with a sort of a rolling gait.
Yeah, I have noticed that. I always put it down to alcohol. But look, let's get back to the subject of my boat. You know, I don't think it really would hurt if you were just perhaps to come down and...
Fear, no. I've had boats up to there. No, after what you've told me. Broad beam, dodgy Pratt and Whitney's. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. It isn't a barge, is it?
Look, Sykes, I'd really take it as a great favour if you just look her over.
Who are you talking about?
Mr. Brown is begging me to go aboard.
I'm not begging you, Sykes. It's just, well, give her the once over.
Oh, Mr. Brown.
I know, I promised you and the other fisher folk. What are we doing next weekend?
Same as we did last weekend.
What's that?
Nothing.
Pack my sea bags. It'll take about a week for trials, because the neat tide in the basin and London pool's full, so we're blocked 1 week.
Well, it's just as well, because I can't get down till the weekend after.
But that's all right. I don't want you breathing down my neck when I'm in the bilges.
Eric, please.
In 1 week, we'll have this boat all shipshape and Bristol fashion.
Eric, nearly ready. Gone ashore for supplies, skipper. Gone ashore for supplies. He's gone down to the baker shop to get a bag of doughnuts. Let me see.
Hello, Hank. I didn't see you on the mole.
You haven't been out like that with the sun shining.
Well, I gotta break 'em in, haven't I?
Oh.
But don't get so skeptical, because the glass is falling. There's an anticyclone going towards Dogger and Fastnet. And that's moving towards Lundy. And when it gets to the Minges, look out.
Just put those in the suitcase in the kitchen.
In the galley.
I remember I put the suitcase in the kitchen.
Come here. Look, the galley, that's vernacular, sea talk. Look, Hat, supposing I put into a port in Kowloon, right? Okay. I've got me bunting up to take a pilot on board. I say to him, come downstairs, Hat is in the lounge. Well, he'd look at me with his Asiatic eyes. No, it's get below me, Artie. Number one's in the captain's day cabin.
Eric, do you think we really ought to take Mr. Brown's boat?
Yes. Oh, yes, slipping down past the Lizard on the following wind, down through the Azores. Stop nicely at the Spice Islands. Take on copra. Down to the South China Sea, up through the Panama Canal, Naples and home.
We've only got it for a week.
We don't have to go to Naples.
What do you think the South Sea, China Seas are like?
Well, let's take it a step at a time. First of all, let's just go down the Thames, right?
Ah, oh, Father Thames, Wandsworth in the moonlight, waving to the Woolwich Ferry with a bound.
Woolwich.
You're so unromantic. I'm going to store these in your sea bag.
That's right. Don't be long, because we slipped cable in 10 minutes. Now, where was my course for yesterday? Due north. There she blows!
What, Eric? Eric!
All right. All right, me happy. hat number 1. Come here.
What is it?
What's this in the South China Sea? 4 pound of potatoes, 2 tender pigeons.
That's my shopping list. I wondered where I'd put that.
I don't suppose it matters to you. I'm plotting a course. You're taking off the South China Sea and after Serpentine. Supposing I'm lost.
Well, you can always stop and ask the way.
Oh, yeah. I don't happen to speak Chinese.
Everybody speaks English.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, passing junk. We're lost and... Very sorry, I don't speak. I'm a stranger here myself. Give me a flight lice.
Well, I'm ready.
Come on, HMS Pinafore. Let's have enough of that. Look, I'm fore and aft. You're a square rig.
What does that mean?
Means go and get the suitcases.
Oh!
Men, we've just sighted the Scharnhorst. Oh, good! It's a German ship. I've had a belly full of this war. And I'll tell you something else.
Shut up, Eric.
Come on. You half-seen saucy girl.
Is that it? It's rotten.
Not it's weathered.
It's rotten.
Get out of it. Ladies first.
Rotten.
That's not it's weathered. Go on. There you go.
No, it's all right, Eric.
What did I tell you? It's weathered.
It's rotten.
Weathered.
That's me. It's rotten.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's the binnacle gone. It's weathered. I'll go and check below and you stay topside.
I'm not moving from here.
As you wish.
See what the floor's like, Eric?
Deck!
Eric, what's it like down there? Nothing but cold ship's biscuits, lukewarm cocoa. Now the wind's changed direction. No more than listen to us sleep at night. And we're still tied to the bank. Everything's wet. Yeah. I don't know why we just don't throw the blankets in the river and jump in after them. That skipper isn't careful, he's going to have a mutiny on his hands anyway. Oh, I'm fed up! Fed up! Oh.
All right, 2 bells, your watch.
It can't be my watch. I've only been down here 2 minutes.
Sure, you heard the 2 bells. Give me a call at 8 bells.
When's that?
When I wake up.
Now, look. Look here, Captain Bligh. We haven't moved an inch from here. You and your Spice Islands are fed up.
Look, Hat, we're moving tomorrow.
Well, you've actually fixed the Pratt & Whitneys.
You know, Pratt & Whitney's George Stephenson did this lot. We're moving tomorrow.
Oh, but Eric, how are you going to make this thing move?
It's no concern of yours, number one. The bridge is unmanned. Now get up top. Off you go.
Oh, I don't see why it's necessary to get up top. We're still tied to the bank anyway. What's it matter if there's anyone there or there isn't? I'm fed up! I'm fed up!
Third day out. Unrest among the crew. I'll speak sharp to them tomorrow. I'll have them all up on the foredeck before divisions. It's not easy being a skipper. Good night. Oh!
I could drop off for a week.
Sailing down to Rio on a wild and windy day. A 12-knot gale went up his leg and blew his pants away. I'll take over when we get to the Azores. Hard on your left. Port side. I think we sprung a leak, Cat. We're sinking! Come on then, give us the money.
I haven't got any.
You said you got stacks of loose change.
Well, I did have it, but it's in my bag, and the bag's under the pillow, and the pillow's in the boat, and the boat's in the river.
Hat.
No, I'm not going to dive in after it.
All right, what do we do then?
Well, dial 999.
But that's only for emergencies.
Well, this is an emergency. We haven't got any money.
Dial. Engaged.
It can't be engaged.
Well, it is, isn't
Was
it?
it Berber?
It wasn't Berber. No, it was
Well, it isn't engaged. Engaged is poo, poo, poo. I must have dialed it. Well, look, I'll dial again.
Dial it. I know how to use a telephone. Nine. It was definitely You see, it's not poo-poo, is it?
Well, what is it?
It's a lady talking.
Oh, well, let me speak to her. Hello. Oh, no, thank you very much, but we don't want fire, police or ambulance. Actually, we wondered if you could possibly locate a Mr. Charles Brown of 25 Sebastopol Terrace. No, he hasn't got a number to his house. It's called Trade Winds. Yeah, what?
Yeah, no, actually, you see, we borrowed a boat and the boat sunk. She's putting me through.
Oh, to Mr. Brown?
The Admiralty. Oh, hello. Hello, sir. We don't really want you. You see, we want a Mr. Charles Brown. No, what happened is, well, the boat. You see, we sunk a boat. Well, the boat sank. What's our position?
Upright.
It means, where are we?
Oh, we're in a telephone kiosk. I'm sorry, you mean the position of the boat? Well, that's under the water.
Submerged. The thingy's rung off now. Let me do the naval chat. Look, go on out, Hat. You're crowding me. Get out. Why, oh, wow. Close the door. Hi. Hello, miss. We want to get in touch with Charles Brown of Sebastopol Terrace, Trade Winds, and will you reverse the charges? Yeah, no, we are Churchill 68.
Eric, I've had a marvellous idea. All you've got to do is ring up the operator and ask to reverse the charges.
I just did that. She's engaged now.
Oh, that's not the engaged. The engaged is poop. Oh, it's Burbank. Here, pick it up.
Hello. It's Mr. Brown.
Oh, Eric.
Hello, Mr. Brown. Well, we were expecting poo-poo. Well, no. Well, there's been a bit of a mishap about your boat, you see. Well, Hat, actually, which, funnily enough, we have sunk it.
What's he saying, Eric?
Well, he's talking about me at the moment. Well, the gist of it was, he's coming down right away.
What are we going to tell Mr. Brown?
The truth, Hat.
What's that?
We struck a mine.
Sykes! Sykes!
Mr. Brown, what's Mr. Brown doing on that boat?
Leave me to do the talking. Ahoy!
Welcome aboard the Saucy Girl.
Saucy girl! Then away, boys, away. Way down river, we'll sing you a song of the station,
and we're bound for the Rio Grande.
Then
Goodbye. I say, listen!
What?
Honestly, do you know, I nearly had a heart attack when I heard that you'd sunk a boat. Another of your funny jokes.
Whose boat did we sing?
What do you mean you actually sunk a boat?
Yes, deliberately, because it was a danger to shipping. Yes, do you remember I said, this boat's rotten?
But it must have belonged to somebody.
Yeah, Alfred the Great. If that boat had pulled up alongside, you'd have had dry rot in your scuppers. Ease your helm 2 points, otherwise it'd be in the Humboldt Current.
Okay. Listen, Sykes, where did you actually sink this boat?
Well, about here.